Hey guys, what's up? This is Nate here. It is Thursday, January 26th. So I'll start Thursday Thoughts today by talking about the new 802.11 AC wireless standard that Apple may implement in their upcoming line of Mac products and iOS devices for this year. Now, this new wireless standard can achieve download speeds up to 3 times faster than the current 802.11n technology. So this will allow you to achieve download speeds of up to 1 gigabit per second. So that's insanely fast stuff, and it removes of the need to have to use a wired connection if you're trying to achieve this fast of a download speed. So in the past, Apple has been known to adopt new wireless technologies very early, and currently the 802.11 AC standard isn't even finalized at this point, but I still do expect to see Apple implement it this year. This week, Apple Insider reports that Apple is looking into using MagSafe connectors on their upcoming iOS devices. Now, currently the MagSafe connection is used on Apple's line of MacBook products. They are used as the charging port. Now, the reason Apple may want to use these on iOS devices is to make the device completely sealed. This would protect it from water damage. So at the moment, water can get in through the 30-pin dock connector and the headphone connection. By replacing them with MagSafe connectors, it makes the device completely sealed and greatly reduces the risk of any sort of water damage. This week, Sony announced their new image sensor technology for mobile devices that will not only improve performance, but greatly reduce the amount of size that it takes up in a device. Now, currently, Apple has used Sony's 8-megapixel sensor in the iPhone 4S, and this new sensor that Sony announced this week should go into production around the fall timeframe of this year. So that's definitely a good sign that Apple will implement it in the iPhone 5, assuming that that also launches in the fall timeframe of this year. So this move from Sony definitely shows that they are dedicated to producing cameras for mobile devices, because as more and more people pick up smartphones, they're basically replacing any sort of external digital camera. All Things Digital is reporting this week that within 72 hours of the launch of iBooks 2, 350,000 textbooks were downloaded. So I think this is a very good sign for the publishers that were working closely with Apple to try and get their textbooks ready for the iBooks platform. Now, there are currently 8 available, and one of them is free, and it's unclear of how many of these that were sold were actually free, but nonetheless, I still think it's a very good sign for Apple's initiative to try and reinvent the textbook. Also, the iBooks author application was downloaded 90,000 times from the Mac App Store. This week, Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, announced a new program for Apple employees, which will allow them to get $250 off the purchase of an iPad and $500 off the purchase of a Mac. So these are two really great discounts for Apple employees. Now, they have to be working there for at least 90 days, and they can only be eligible to receive the discount once every 3 years. But nonetheless, that has some very good savings. $500 off of Mac. You can purchase a baseline MacBook Air for $1,000. If you get $500 off of it, you're only paying $500. So that's a really good discount. Also, this week, Apple opened up their charity matching programs to part-time employees as well. Beforehand, it was only made available to full-time employees. So to finish up Thursday Thoughts today, I'll talk about how Apple comes up with the really great packaging that they have for all of their products. This week, iLounge reports that Apple has a secret packaging room where they test out different boxes and adhesives until they find the right combination for their different products. And this really goes to show how much time Apple puts in to make sure when you're unboxing one of their products, it's a really great experience. And in Steve Jobs' biography, Steve did mention that he wants to make it that when you unbox one of their products, it makes the product feel special. And I think undoubtedly they have accomplished that goal. So thanks for taking the time to watch Thursday Thoughts today. Please like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.